but you have damage resistance, so it doesn't really matter, and you go back up to full health anyway. So that's pretty cool. The next character we're going to talk about is Axton. He's the commando. Um, he's got the same skill as the original soldier from Borderlands 1. He just drops a turret. It's called a saber turret now, though, not a Scopio turret. So his first tree, Gorilla, you get this one skill halfway down. It's called Scorched Earth. Adds multiple rocket pods to your saber turret, so that's pretty cool. And then the last one, that's called Double Up, and this one's really cool because it adds a second gun to your saber turret. So both of them fire slag bullets, which is kind of cool in its own. But the cool thing about this is you can actually oh wait, sorry, that's a different skill. Never mind. It's just a second turret on the gun. I was thinking of the last skill in survival is called Gemini. It allows you to deploy 2 saber turrets at once. So yeah, that's what I was talking about. And the middle skill in that is called a Phalanx Shield, and it basically just puts a protective shield around your turret. You can shoot out of it. Enemies can't shoot in. So you can see how that would work. You know, you throw one down, you throw another one down. You get 2 shields up and 2 turrets firing. You're going to be dealing quite a bit of damage. And then his middle tree is called Gunpowder. So you get Longbow Turret. It allows your turret to deploy much further away. So you can kind of throw your turret, if that makes sense. So you can throw it, like say you don't want to run into a battle, well you can throw it down from the cliff you're on, and boom, you got a turret in the middle of all these enemies down there. And the last one skill in that is, I'm sure if you've heard of the Commando, you know it shoots nuclear blasts when it deploys a nuclear blast when you put it down. So, you know, it's pretty damn useful. Alright, let's move on to the last class. Now this class is actually the class I will be playing, because I always play the sniper. He's the assassin. His name's Zero. Kind of looks like a cyborg. I don't know. Who knows if he is, if he isn't. I guess we'll find out. His main skill is called Deception. Basically, you throw out a hologram, you go invisible, and then when you attack, you come out of invisibility, but you have major boosts to stuff when you're in there. Like it says up to 650% melee damage, 200% gun damage, 250% gun critical hit damage. So you can see where buffs would definitely add up there. So your first tree is called Sniping. With the 2 cool things in there, you got a Bore. So Bore, your shots pierce through enemies, so you can hit multiple enemies at once, and then each additional target that it takes, each additional target hits, it does 100% extra damage. So if you kill the first guy, it does normal damage, but if it goes through him and hits another guy, then it does double damage, triple damage, and so on. So that's pretty cool. And it also, when you have Deception activated, Visor will highlight enemy crit locations. So that's pretty cool, and it's really, really well combined with the last skill in this tree, which is Critical Ascension. So basically what that does is if you score a critical hit with a sniper rifle, it increases your damage and critical hit damage, first by 6%, 5% for normal damage. If you level it up, it's going to be higher. But the cool thing about this is, as long as you don't miss a critical hit, that buff never goes away. You can stack that up to 999 times. So basically, you can think about it, you get 5% extra damage, 6% if you get a crit hit. You're automatically going to be getting critical hits if you want to keep stacking that up. So you have 6% times getting the 5 skills in there, and then you're getting that every time. You multiply that by 999 times. You can basically one-shot anything in the game. Now, the likelihood of you actually getting up there is not very likely, but if you're really good at a sniper, then hey, you never know. So this next tree is called Cunning. Cunning's pretty cool. I know I won't be using it, but it's definitely the kind of tree that a lot of people like to use because it helps other people as well. So the main thing that it helps people with is Death Mark. So basically you can mark your enemies, and everybody else can see them. So when you go into that visor mode, it kind of highlights enemies. That's Deception. But when it highlights the enemies, you can see them, but other people can't. So this allows you to actually mark the targets so other people can see them too, which is pretty cool. And then the final skill in that tree is called Death Blossom, and it essentially gives you 5 kunai to throw out, and it doesn't take you out of the invisibility, which is kind of cool. They do insane damage.